So, you know, you have your backend, you have in terms of your customer interaction, your growth, you have all of that, your access to your money, and, you know, whatever you sold. It even gives you an impetus to just, you know what, you see what you're putting in vis-a-vis what your, you know, what your work is, you know what you're putting into the app to make sure as well your customer interaction. You have all of that data with you firsthand. I'll tell you in the beginning when we were working with our label at that time, you know, and at some point when it comes to, you know, how our CDs are moving and how our merchandise, our t-shirts, let me not even call it merchandise, or just t-shirts, I think that's merchandise, sorry, I don't need to offend anyone. But, so even at that time, even that we didn't have, you know, the access to how many we sold, because it was all very, there was a lot of gatekeeping in that, because also in that moment we were just like, we just signed it, you know, okay, we have merchandise, and I think we're getting something from it. We never really knew, but not to say that they were cheating us, but it was just that we were very aloof to a lot of things. But then what this Nord hustle does for you is that you are in control, and at the end of it all, it's ours. It's locally enabled for you to succeed. You know, through you know, you can have your mobile payments, and I guess at some point you can raise your talk about in terms of, you know, if it's a merchandise and if it's a storage or whatever, and then you decide is it a delivery, is it a pickup? You know, those are things within the app that you get to decide and to figure out. Basically, it's your own business Play Store. You do you for it and make it work for you. And you can also see how it works for you. And also for creatives. And that's why we love it. Love the concept of it all, and it's wonderful. It's going to be great.
Samara, you are known to be, you're a business head, like you like to get into the business, you know, you studied a lot of business, you're a graduate at many prestigious business schools. So in terms of looking at the business and looking at the hustle, what really stood out for you that made you feel like you as an artist want to be part of this, you want to contribute to this? And do you think creatives are going to buy directly to, I mean, not creatives but the fans? Do you think the fans will buy directly to the creatives via hustle? And do you believe this is going to kick off and go all the way up?
My name is Samara. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate all of you, and it's quite interesting to see like how so many creatives are turning into entrepreneurs. And that's what hustle is about. Even the name hustle. Kuhustle is in So how it started is like when we look at entrepreneurs, when we look at creatives as entrepreneurs, we have so much in our minds. We deal with so much. We're creating all the time, but you need to organize so that creativity can make sense for you. Because most of the time we create all day, but if that creativity is not organized and put in a systematic way in which you can be able to analyze and see this side of merchandise is making more money, maybe I should invest more in this kind of other merchandise, or maybe I should put all my eggs over there. So that's the power to analyze, the power to make decisions using data is the most important thing about hustle. So this application organizes everything for you. When you talk about business, I just say and I repeat, this creative economy is starting to grow, and it's our responsibility to be able to put it in order and to show the fans that we have some order, for the fans to believe and give you 10 shillings every day, single cent. Yeah, for a fan to be able to see like, oh, you know, it's Yaba. I can trust Yaba with 100 shillings every week, you know, because I can see he's organized, I can see he's making sense out of his entrepreneurial skills and his, that's the main reason for hustle. And we as entrepreneurs and businessmen, it's high time that whenever decisions about creative economy or anything that comes out about the creative economy, we are involved. So next time I want to see Steph Capella, I want to see a dancer, I want to see any other person communicating and being able to be in offices where decisions are made. So that when they make a decision about how a song should be charged, how can you charge a song just to download it on this app, you have a say. It's real. So that's the importance of the hustle app. The responsibility and the power is in your hands. So I want to see you guys, all of you guys in different offices making decisions, looking to them and saying, okay, so no, we want this, so that the power can be vested in us. Thank you.
Days when we're making everything official, so how does it feel for you and the rest of the Hustle team? What would you like to share?
Hi everybody, my name is Michael. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Hustle. We're very excited for this platform. We've had a few creators trying us and trying it out. We've seen how they've been able to use it to monetize their creative. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we've seen how the various creatives have been able to monetize their creations. Art it transcends borders, right? Art is the same everywhere. It's the way we enjoy Nigerian music here in Kenya, same way I enjoy Scottish soul music back in Ghana, right? So across the continent, people purchase art, people purchase music, people purchase stuff from various creatives all the time, right? Hustle is trying to make that as easy as possible. So any creative anywhere in the world download the app, put their products on, and then they'll be able to sell that art anywhere. Make some money, we're going to take a very small percentage. They have 95% of whatever they make, and they'll be able to put food on the table for their kids and their family as well. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you, Mike. So I will come back to you, Bien, because each one of the Sauti Soul members are currently working on their individual music projects. I know that you've heard about this. Bien just launched his EP, which is called Bald Men Love Better. He stands by that, he will never retract. So that's for Bien to maybe share more about his project. But then I wanted you to share about this EP that you have dropped, and an exclusive drop that all the fans and everybody can only access by Hustle. What is it that you're sharing for the first time on Hustle exclusively?
Yes, I'm very excited today to be the first bald man to share my music in Hustle. The all move, that's what I would say. And so EP is going to be available in Hustle. You can purchase it. So the EP is available. Bald Men Love Better album, you can buy it for 5 songs. Also, if you buy the album for 500, you'll be able to get a link to watch a virtual experience that Aaron and I have recorded for the album, Bald Men Love Better. It's an exclusive link for the guys who buy the album. So I'm advising all of you to listen to the album via this platform. It will be beautiful. Also, I have the first NFT ever in the history of bald men in Africa. So I think I'm the first bald man in the continent, together with Aaron Ngui, of course. Our album cover art has now been encrypted and has now been minted into NFT. I would love to explain for you the back end of the NFT, what are the explanation there, because I also kind of don't get NFT just yet, but I promise, you'll get it. Yeah, and then also, I just put my best foot forward, and then I'm going to learn. And I'm hoping a lot of other artists also understand that there is value in building a quality cover art and it can make money for you, it can make money for your collaborators, it can make money for the guys you're building, the guy who's making the art for you. We have also exclusive merchandise that has been made as a collaborative project between Jamhuri Wear, which is Kimathi. For those of you who are not aware of Jamhuri Wear, check them out on Instagram. Jamhuri is huge, and he's been floating Jay-Z. He's a Kenyan guy in the States doing amazing things. Jay-Z has won Jamhuri, Akon has won Jamhuri, Justin Bieber, like everybody who is somebody has won Jamhuri, and we have been privileged to get a quality global finish to our merchandise. So our merchandise is going to be available on the page as well. Is there anything I have to say, man? Yeah. So
yes, there's something you haven't said.
Yes.
Concert?
Oh yes.
Your concert.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple of boardman concerts this December. Actually, let me just say this now that also Soul is here. On the 11th and 12th of December, we're having Soul Fest, which is a festival done by Soul Generation Records. And the aim of that where the festival is going to also be the first time we will be playing Midnight Train live on stage in Kenya. We are all looking forward to it, man. Yeah, it's going to be one of the best days of our lives. And also, we're going to make sure you can access the tickets for that year. So don't worry. And then also, Aaron and I are having a series of concerts for the Old Men Love Better project. It's a jazz kind of concert, so we're going to be doing concerts like auditoriums and such. However, we're also going to do some shows at the Alchemist. So, I'm looking forward to that. With much love. Look forward to everybody's release here. You guys need to talk about all your projects.
If you insist. Yeah, so on top of what Diana said, everyone is embarking on their own individual projects. You've seen some music that has come out. One of my songs is out already. And the album is coming out end of this month, and it will be accessible again on Hustle with merchandise and everything, the whole shebang. Everything will be out. Just you will know more as days go by. But I'm very excited for it, and so far the session has been great. Thank you all for that.
Hi. So my project is not yet out, of course, but it shall be out. My first single comes out on December 3rd. So first single comes out on December 3rd. My project is called Heavy is a Crown. Heavy is a Crown just embodies anybody who has a focus on themselves, and what they do, and celebrates, the humanity's differences. You're part of this. You wear your own crown, and you being on Hustle is you wearing your own crown, because you're taking charge of your own life and your own business. So that's what's up. So that's what Heavy is a Crown is. It's about happiness. It's about freedom. It's about being extra and not caring about it. Yeah. So, and that's also happening. My EP comes out. It's an EP. I have 7 songs in my EP, which comes out sometime in January, which will be communicated. But yes, look out for December 3rd. Of course, it will be on Hustle. See you soon. Yes, so it's just about that. It's going to be an exciting moment for everybody. Promise you that. Thank you.
Thank you. Really looking forward to the project. Savara here. My project is called Savage Level. Savage Level is my philosophy. It just explains my life. I thought about the first thing that I can put out in solo, and I thought the only way to explain myself, to tell my life story, and as to why I believe in some stuff which here in the album. So it's about my life, my lifestyle, and it encompasses a lot of young Africans, young forward-thinking Africans, black community, like what it is. I'll explain more as I release. My first release is going to be in December. We are going to come out with the date exactly between 5th and 10th. Yeah, things have shifted. I was supposed to release earlier, but discovered the year kama kawaida. But it's going to have a lot of different things, yeah, a lot of rhythm, a lot of beats. So, Tajibamba, I'm sure, not like a flow. And I'm thankful. I would like to explain something about Alone Together. So many people are sending me messages. Oh, Savara, nasikia mmegawanyika, nasikia mmegawanyika, nasikia mmesplit. Guys, let's chill. Okay? To relax. Alone Together is about each one of us just exploring their individual self kiasi. Sisi hatukuzaliwa pamoja. Unajua sisi mabro tulipatana tukakuwa friends. Biona kuna philosophy zake, niko na philosophy zangu, Chimano, same as Polycarp. Na tukazileta pamoja tukaform something so. But most of the time watu wanaweza niita Chimano. Tunaweza kuwa na BL, watu wanakuja Polycarp. They mean well, but it just shows you don't know us individually. So Alone Together is about that. It's not about two splits. No, actually, all the songs have been written. We've written them together. We produced them together. Right now, when it comes to videos and then the videos and Chimano. So in the background, we're still together. And the two, one person is spearheading a project, which explains more about them. So, okay, to go this out. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Sauti and Hustle team. Right now, I want to call out here. It's an honor to be with you here. It's an honor to listen to your music every day. Thank you so much for your contribution today. Mr. Yes, come through. Welcome. Just have a seat. Karibuni sana. So, as I mentioned before, Hustle is not launching today, but it's already been active. Thankfully, we have creatives, we have artists, some you see in front of you who have already had an experience of using Hustle. And that's why they're here today to share the experience with Hustle, what changed in their career, in their life, in their business, as soon as they started using Hustle. And by the way, if I would explain in a layman's term how Hustle runs, you know the way you have a Twitter account or an Instagram account, you have like twitter.com/Aniko or instagram.com/Pulse Live. So when you join Hustle, you're going to have hustlesasa.com/@the-band or /Sauti Sol. And so you have your own profile. The way you have your own profile on Instagram or Facebook, you join Hustle and you have your own profile, which is a website. So when you have your own profile, it is your website, it's your shop. You go on there and sell whatever you want to sell. So if you're selling beauty products, if you're selling music, if you're selling merchandise, if you're selling food, whatever it is, that's how Hustle runs. You get your money, somebody buys something from there, you can get that money out immediately via M-Pesa. This is something that doesn't happen with other platforms. Some platforms have to wait for days, something quarterly, but the power with Hustle is as soon as you get your money, you can get it out. So without further ado, I'll pass over the mic to our superstars over here. I would like them to introduce themselves and also tell us about the experience using Hustle. Was it successful? What worked for them? And what would they like to tell other artists as to why they should join Hustle? I will start with you, Jimmy, and ladies first. Hi, welcome.
Hello everybody, my name is Jillian. I am the founder of Marfi Resources. I am an entrepreneur and I think it's a mistake. I don't know how I am up here. Anything in common with the likes of Sauti Sol, the band, goodness gracious. Anyway, I made Source and I met Pen about a year ago and he said to me he has an app and you can see by my age I'm old school. So there was a bit of a problem. I with it. And anyway, here we are. I am a user of the fan. I am a one-woman show as it is. Entrepreneurship in Kenya is not going to be too hot. There are a lot of women hours. I need to be in many places at the same time. And thank God to this amazing, amazing app. I am now able to, there's a bookkeeper in there, there's a marketing person in there, there's a shop in there, so that I have everything on my phone really has given me more room to be creative. I'm creative. No, I was going to stop. Thank you so much. Vincent?
Hi guys, my name is Vincent. Short form please. I'm a creative in jewelry industry. My page is Vincent Jewelry. I'm also a student, so when Ben approached me, I was actually like feeling motivated before even starting like using the app, because it was something that would help. Okay, would.
That decision, what came out of that? Have you ever done that before? And how many fans were able to access your album and to buy it?
So we are happy band, it turned us Lolwe to the band. And I go by the name of Soko. This is Chief Moya. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Chief Wapa.
Alright. Yeah. I see what we have the band, it turned us Lolwe to the band. And you see, with Hustle for us, it was more about from where you can know from where, but not the person themselves. So, and with Hustle, it gives you that kind of direct access to your fans. Maybe I can just give an example. There is, and also when the fan buys the music, you get the email directly. You get an email saying so and so bought your music. And so one day somebody sent an email saying, I bought the album, but I don't know how to download. And so Ben just asked me to call the guy and help them with the process, you know. And when I called the guy, apparently the person who was trying to download the music, he was visually impaired, so he couldn't see the download icon. No. And when nilimpigia tu hivi, just by saying hello, he knew who I was. He was like, don't even introduce yourself. Thank you for your music. If you have any other music on that app, send it to me directly and I will buy it. You see? And that's the kind of direct interaction we want with our fans. Because this music, we don't do it for ourselves, we don't do it for the money. We do it so that we can help other people through their times, through their lives. And our album by that time was called Soundtracks of Our Lives. Because with COVID and the lockdown and everything, you had a lot of time to reflect on the things you were doing right, the things you were doing wrong, and the things maybe you need to improve on. And the music was just to help people through that time, a day at a time. And Hustle was there to help us send it to the people, get it to the people. And the more people use the app, the more we make money also. Yeah.
Check it. All right. Maybe what I can add on top of that is that with everything music and everything moving towards technology, kila kitu ina go forward, so there's a lot of middlemen, if I can call them, you know. So sema kama Apple Music, labda kuna msanii kuwekea ngoma huko ama kwa YouTube kuna msanii account yako, but with Hustle tunaweza kuuza music yani directly We've cut out the middleman. You know, we can make our own money with our own music directly and monitor and have that database and collect it in such a way that the next time I'm releasing anything, whatever it is, merchandise or whatever, I can give those people who have bought my customers any priority. So to us, that's such a forward thing, and shout out to you, Ben, and Gina, salute.
Also, congratulations to all my friends. Just came to extend congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
About
all I can say, we made money. 2020 we made money. Yeah, because people were suffering actually. And for us, that was among platform to tukapata pesa zaidi ya utalii. And I don't have much to say, but we are making money as artists.
Yeah. And also
good that tunapata pesa.
And on the app, there is somebody who comes on the app just one day, buys the album 7 times
For friends.
and he buys it tomorrow, the next day. It's a place where, as a musician, I connect directly with the fan. And when people bought the album, sometimes you can just give the person a call, maybe organize something for that person, So it's your direct interaction with kila kitu. It's not even about selling the music. It's about being able to interact with that person, knowing who that person is, where they live, what they do, why they like your music, what other thing they would like you to sing about. You people who are in touch. Yeah. Yeah, but
hi guys, my name is Yaba, the Prince of Rumba King. And first of all, I want to shout out to the band, my boys on Tani, alafu Sauti Soul Man. Congratulations to you guys. I remember the first time Ken called me, I was in Sagana for a day for Fusion, and then it was like, hi, I have a solution for you. And then I asked him which one, and then he told me, I know a way you can make money. And he told me, like, when you come back, just come meet me. And the best thing about me and Ben, we always meet physically so many times. So vile nilikama akaniambia, I joined Haspo sasa when it was a website. There's a difference. A website, now it's an app. And then he told me, this thing, bro, it's going to be an app very soon. And I think I was the first person to make sales on Haspo sasa. And yeah. Imagine 2020, but by the way, for those who don't know, I used to be in a group called Red Acapella. And shout out to my guy, you guy, Maga. So, having been in a pandemic, having left a group, no gigs, no nothing, this was like the way I used to survive personally. Haspo sasa is a way